right, great. All right, so hi everyone. My name is Dana Wilcoes. I'm the health literacy educator for the New Orleans Public Library. Welcome and thank you for joining us for our biweekly guided meditation with Dr. William Thiele of the School for Contemplative Living. Quick plug, please be sure to check out nololibrary.org for more virtual programming and resources. There's also information on there about our contactless pickup and drop off, and information about how you can sign up for 45-minute in-person library sessions at most of our branches. A couple of quick notes before we get started. First, I noticed you all are muted, so thank you for that. I'd ask you to keep yourselves muted until the end. If you have any questions or any thoughts you'd like to share during the meditation, feel free to put them in the chat, and we can discuss with the mics on at the end if you'd like. And I would also recommend turning on speaker view in Zoom if you haven't. I think you'll just find that most helpful. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Dr. Thiele. Thank you.
Thank you, Dana. So I'm glad you all are here for this time today. I hope it'll be a good experience of some relaxation. And this particular guided meditation, we're building around a theme of resilience. And so I'm actually going to lead us through 9 little parts of it that are each in and of themselves things that you could use to help build or restore your own sense of resilience in these challenging times. And so I am William Thiele, as Dana mentioned, and also I do direct our School for Contemplative Living. Maybe if I remember at the end, I'll put in the chat our website in case you want to look up those opportunities, since we do have some guided meditations and all kinds of retreats and things to help bring us a little more peace of mind in these challenging days. So let me invite you, first of all, to adopt a posture that feels to you like sitting with a sense of your own dignity and worth, or standing, like whatever. You could even be lying down, really. Whatever posture feels to you like I'm entering into my own dignity. And then using the breathing as a first actual practice. So I'm inviting us to try 4 deep cleansing breaths, where we breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Letting yourself hear that as you breathe. And letting go and releasing with each out breath. Let's take one more deep cleansing breath. And then resuming our own normal pace of breathing, but still feeling the sensations of the breath. So noticing as the air passes across the nostrils and the roof of the mouth and across the throat, as this breath of life fills the belly and the lungs. We're just feeling that rise and fall. And even with natural pace of breathing, letting yourself feel a sense of release and letting go with each simple out breath. Like whatever concerns I might have carried into this moment, whatever worries or stresses for this time, just letting go. And then as we continue that natural pace of breathing, I invite you to tune into the body, and we'll just progressively relax several parts of the body as we go through this together. So relaxing your forehead and your eyes, and relaxing your mouth and jaw, relaxing your neck and shoulders, relaxing the belly, and relaxing your arms and hands, perhaps even resting the hands in your lap or on your legs or wherever is comfortable for you. The idea here is to consciously relax different parts of the body, to notice wherever there may be tension that we're holding, and one by one, gently releasing, letting go, giving ease to the body. So breathing in and out the gift of life in the breath, easing the body very consciously as best we can in this moment. And then turning our attention in another direction, and that is to cultivate compassion for another person. I want to invite you to picture some friend or loved one, even a pet. Picture someone for whom it's really easy for you to tune into your own love and compassion for them. As best you can, seeing them as though they were sitting there before you. And letting your heart feel your own natural feelings of connection and tenderness, affection and warmth. You might even imagine sending to a friend or loved one in this moment some sense of your own caring for them. And what if they were having a time of difficulty or challenge in their lives, whether in the past or present? You might feel your own concern for them. Tuning into that part of your heart that really would love to help relieve their struggles or stress in any way you could. And let me just invite you to picture in some way sending them relief from their struggles for this friend or loved one. Like you might imagine a warm, healing light that you breathe out from your heart into theirs, or a cool breeze. Just any way that helps you to imagine what it will be like right now to send that heartfelt love and compassion for the other in their time of struggle. And you might try silently saying, directing it towards them, may you be happy. May you be relieved of suffering. May you know peace and abide in joy. Then for a related practice, let's bring ourselves more directly into focus, because we too have struggled and been stressed and suffered in our own ways. And so as you're able to, tuning in right now to that sense of my own care for myself, that my life matters too. And just like we felt that desire to help relieve suffering for a friend or loved one, see if you can tune into a similar feeling of the desire to care for your own struggles right now. Kind of like, as I love my neighbor, so I love myself. As I care for my neighbor's needs, I care for my own needs too. And see if you can notice any feelings of heartfulness for yourself, letting go of judgment of yourself, just like you would for a friend or loved one. See if you can grow close to a feeling of acceptance of yourself just as you are right now, caring about yourself and your own needs. And then with all your heart, blessing yourself like you did the other with these silent phrases. May I be happy. May I be relieved of my suffering. And may I know peace and abide in joy. So here's another way to care for ourselves. We all have aspirations, things we want to grow towards or experience or have in our lives. I wonder if you would respond to these questions I will ask, not so much with the mind trying to figure out an answer, but more with the heart, tuning into your own heart and to your own deeper longing. So just using these questions as a kind of guide towards your own longings to find some clarity about them. So the question is, in my heart of hearts, what do I aspire toward or seek or hope to find in my life? And how do I want to grow as a person? And how would I love to serve the world? What would I hope to find in my life? Like more of a sense of wholeness, or my sense of brokenness, or more of a sense of belonging when I feel lonely, or more creativity in my life, just more joy, more fun. Just what am I hoping to find in my life? How do I want to grow as a person? And how would I love to serve the world? And you might return to these aspirations later when you really have time, perhaps to journal, write them out, to wonder again, not so much trying to answer with the mind, more wondering with the heart. What am I looking for in my life? And let's add to this moment of self-appreciation, something that is rarely emphasized in our culture. For some people, we've even been taught that this would be self-centered. But why is that? Appreciating things about ourselves, liking things about ourselves. This is a part of who I am that I just like. So again, wondering, not so much trying to come up with quick answers, entering that place of wonder and awe that says, yeah, what do I actually like about myself? Like the way I can be alone with just myself, or be comfortable in my own skin, or the way I love being with other people, or I love how I bring people together and connect them, or I love how I can feel safe and secure when it's just me or me and my pet or child. I'm just throwing out examples that you might wonder around this day. Truly, what do I appreciate about myself, even like about myself? And then turning to a practice of gratitude, many of us use to really fill our hearts. I want to invite you to consider a particular kind of gratitude for these moments together. And that is, who is a person or who are some of the people who have really blessed us with unconditional love and acceptance? People who get us and like us just the way we are. Who are people who have given you their full presence? Like when you were speaking or sharing, really tuned in and listened and didn't keep interrupting and all that. Who are people that you looked into their eyes and knew they had sincere caring for you. And just letting our own gratitude for that gift well up in us now. And if the mind flips and goes the other way to think about somebody who has not been that way, bringing the mind's attention back again as best we can to where have I experienced that kind of simple care? And keeping it so simple, it could just be a moment with a pet, a dog that wants to be in our lap and love on us, or a child, our own child, or a stranger's child, or anyone, anywhere, just maybe even tuning into how someone has inspired you that you didn't even know by being who they are, by what they've written or said. Just coming into our gratefulness for those who have helped our lives, helped us become who we are. And because others have been a friend to us, others have been that listener, that caring person, that step up and help us in their own best ways kind of person, I want to invite us to do another practice for just this moment of befriending ourselves. Like, what if we were as good a friend to ourselves as others have been to us and as we have been to other people? What if we really treated ourselves like our needs and even our wants really matter, just like we would with our friend? And what if for a moment you dropped the judging, critical voice that is almost always in all of our heads in one way or another, and let that sucker go long enough to say, I take joy in who I am, and I shall be a friend to myself. Just seeing if you can really speak that with authenticity. I take joy in who I am, and I shall be a friend to myself. So this has been a lot of different directions to go in a short period of time, but I'll just review the 8 practices I've shared before we close with the last practice. We've used the breath and tuning into the body, and relaxing the body. We've used compassion for another person, a friend or loved one. And we've used self-compassion. We've embraced our own aspirations. We've cultivated self-appreciation. We've befriended ourselves and cultivated our gratitude for another person and what they've offered us. And finally, as we close, let's settle into a 9th practice, and that is resting. So before we scurry off to do our many tasks of the day, See if you can tune back into the breath and the body in a way that helps you come to rest. If you will, bringing the mind and its attention back down into the heart and breathing in and out of the heart, like filling the heart up with the in-breath, releasing that fullness back out into the world with the out-breath. And using this breathing in and out of the heart as a way to just come to rest. Letting mind and body and spirit all rest as we just breathe in and out. Let's bring this guided meditation to a close there. And let me just suggest that any of you that would like to stick around for a moment and unmute yourself and express a response to what this was like, or ask a question, or share whatever you'd like for a few minutes. I have time for that, and so be glad to do that with you. Thanks again to Dana and the New Orleans Public Library for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you for today.
Welcome, Regina. Glad to have you.
We appreciate it.
For sure.
And I did put a link to the School for Contemplative Living in the chat as
Thank
well.
you.
And we'll be back in 2 weeks, everyone, same time. So please feel free to come on back.
Y'all hear me? Thank you.
Yes,
This is
Sue.
Sue. Oh, good. It's working good. Thank you so much. It was really good today. I
Good,
enjoyed it and hope to be back. Thanks a lot.
Good.
Y'all
Glad to
have a
have
great day and a great week.
you too.
Thank you.
See you, Regina.
Bye, Regina. Thanks.